Look at these amazing pictures. My God, कितनी खूबसूरत है. अगर जानवी को भी बॉलीवुड में ऐसा ही मौका मिले तो she will be amazing. Look at this picture. कितनी खूबसूरत लग रही है ये. अगर जानवी भी कुछ ऐसी लगे तो कैसा लगेगा?
हाँ, कहाँ खो गए?
मैं तुम्हारे बारे में सोच रहा था. बार बार मुझसे कहती है कि मुझे मॉडल बनना है, सुपर मॉडल बनना है. उसी के बारे में सोच रहा था और मैं देख रहा था तुम्हारी सब तस्वीरों को. आई थिंक तुम भी मॉडल बन सकती हो ऐसी.
ओह माय गॉड, दीज आर सो प्रिटी. मेरी तस्वीरें ऐसे आ सकती है क्या?
बिल्कुल आ सकती हैं, क्यों नहीं आ सकती. लेकिन अगर तुम बॉलीवुड में सुपरस्टार बन गई, सुपर मॉडल बन गई तो मुझे तो भूल जाओगी.
आपको भूल सकती हूँ क्या? पहले मिलाओ तो सही इनसे कि कौन है जिन्होंने.
विक्रांत है.
ब्यूटीफुल पिक्चर्स.
तो चलो विक्रांत से मिलते हैं. लेट्स गो. कम ऑन, लेट्स गो.
This is amazing.
Oh my, I do wanted to be here.
I'm actually.
Where do you think you're going? Who let you in here?
You can't just walk into a photo shoot like this.
You know, I want to meet Mr. Vikrant Tunious.
Oh, Kulji. Oh, I actually know him. Welcome to my studio. Radio Guru is here, man.
Hi,
nice.
Vikrant. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
You know, I'm so happy. You know, you have seen me in KJ's show on IndusTV.
Yes.
And I feel very honored to come to your studio. It is so amazing and beautiful. And you know, she has been telling me that she wants to be a supermodel. She wants to learn from you the craft of modeling. She wants to become like her, walk the ramp.
Yes, I saw your website. Your pictures that you've taken are. Oh. Can I ever look like that?
Absolutely. Really pleasure to have you here.
Yes, I definitely.
The K and the J both are here.
World famous photographer. Baba, we are so lucky. And a shukriya. Thank you for meeting us.
Awesome. I'll actually take a break. I'll just, be a few minutes with them. Okay, thanks.
So Vikrant, let's talk about your journey. How did your journey start in this world?
Wow. I started at a very, very early age, and I started in front of the camera before I went behind the camera.
Oh, so you were a model?
I started as an actor, and I transitioned into modeling myself. Yeah.
Wow.
So, and one of the reasons why, I wanted to learn more about the craft. I wanted to learn, lighting, and then that's kind of got me into photography.
Okay.
And just so that I can become a better actor. And that's how I got into learning more of the photography side. But I really realized that I wasn't a good actor. So I would rather step behind the camera.
So you can actually tell people that they're not doing a good job when because you've been on both sides.
Yes.
I want to know that you have done work in India. You were doing magazine in India, Cosmopolitan and all that, and you did a lot of photo shoots, a lot of work in India.
Yeah.
How Indian modeling and Indian work of fashion and in the US, how they are different?
I mean, the work is right now very similar. So in terms of what you do in India versus what you do here is very, very similar. So production levels can be a little bit different, but I was mostly working for, mostly editorial shoots. I was a photo editor for a magazine, and I, helped launching Cosmopolitan in India.
Wow.
So I was working with, all the Bollywood stars and actors and, people in the music industry. So typically it was always a big production. So I kind of just haven't felt that difference in the
From
quality.
there and here?
Yeah.
A lot of people have cameras in their hand. They just walk around, click, click. What's the difference? Means you have this big camera. What's the difference? How you make people look so good?
Well, these days people take pictures on like iPhones and stuff. So how is there a difference?
I mean, there is definitely a huge difference. It's not just taking a picture. It's about creating an image, creating a picture. So it's a lot more which goes into it rather than just taking a quick selfie. So I'm known for my lighting techniques and known for making my models at ease and really trying to get the expressions out of them, and that's the key when you have to coach people, especially when someone's new. They really don't know what they're doing, so you have to be able to help them throughout the whole process. When they're starting to get into modeling.
I want to learn where to look in the camera. That thing
You
is so
always
big.
want to learn. इस कैमरे के अंदर घुस जाओ.
हाँ, that lens is so big. मुझे पता नहीं चलता where मैं यहाँ देखूँ, वहाँ देखूँ, बहुत confusion होता है.
या तो इस लेंस के अंदर ही घुस जाएगी.
अब या मैं घुस जाती हूँ, लेकिन कहाँ वहाँ पे भी कहाँ देखूँ, I
So
never know.
it's really not about where to look in the lens.
Okay.
It's really all about what you're trying to express, what you're trying to do. So, what's the
emotion?
You
mood.
don't. Yeah, it's the emotion, the mood.
They do like this.
Yeah, exactly.
हमेशा मुझे कहते हैं यहाँ पे देखो, वहाँ पे
No.
देखो.
अभी तक मॉडलिंग करनी है तो ये.
I think he needs to tell me what to do.
Okay, no problem. So, basically, it depends if you are, what is required for that shot, what is required for that image. So it's a possibility, what kind of modeling you are trying to do. You might not even look into the camera.
Okay.
So, but there are certain times you have to look into the camera, and if you want to know where, you probably should be looking right through in that lens.
The lens, like
Yeah, that's the connection.
Oh, अभी से शुरू हो गई. I'm telling you, she has been on my case for 1, 2, I think 3 years now.
Oh, wow.
And she wants to become a model. Dieting, exercise, workout. Look at her. I think it's an amazing experience.
How competitive is this market?
I mean, it's like any other industry, any other business. I think whatever you do is competitive. So my philosophy is as an artist, you have to really hone your craft, and you got to rise, up and rise up as a cream. So when you're up there, it's not that competitive. Yes, down there it is, but when you're known for certain things, you have a speciality of what you're doing, it gets a lot easier. So if you come down a little bit, so you both look at it. Okay, ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, nice. Yeah, look at each other and do a few shots. Almost interactive. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. Lovely. Good. Shantae, you're good to go.
So what are some of your big photo shoots that you've done?
I've been fortunate to work with a lot of celebrities, a lot of stars, Cindy Crawford, Naomi Campbell, some of the Hollywood actors.
Wow.
That's amazing.
pretty
Maybe
much,
next interview he can say Janhavi.
And a lot of Bollywood actors too, by the way.
Oh, really?
Awesome.
Yes.
That's very
I think
nice.
Salman, Shah Rukh Khan.
Yes, I worked with Shah Rukh, I worked
Oh,
with
wow.
Salman. Yeah.
Awesome.
That's beautiful. So do you give your models some homework to do before the photo shoot?
Some training.
Yes. So it's really important to prepare and know what you're doing. So the process of whether it's a creative outlet, it's a creative field, whether you want to become a model, you want to become an actor or a singer, or you're into dance, a lot of them come over to me, and a lot of people get referred by agencies also. So I go into consultation before, we do a shoot. It's important to understand what the model is going to be marketable for. Okay. So, for instance, if you want to be a model, you are a product of your own. You are the product. You don't really have a product to market. So, to market yourself, you really need to have certain marketing things. That's your portfolio. Your images in your portfolio is it's your product you are marketing yourself with. So having the right set of images, right set of looks, variation in your portfolio book is the key to success. And to do that, it's a full-blown production. The model comes in, we do a consultation, and I have a stylist, a hairstylist, a wardrobe stylist, makeup artist. So we typically build what we call a mood board. So it's almost like making a movie.
Mood board.
Right.
Wow,
So these different images will go in the mood board based on what we're trying to achieve. And that's when the day of the shoot, we will have a full direction or full plan of what we're doing.
Okay.
So each look, each step, we move forward.
And then how important is the post-production of
So
photography?
post-production is also important, but depending on what we're trying to do, it's what I think in today's world when we're doing mostly digital work, it's very similar to what we used to do as in photography back in when we used to shoot negatives. Remember those days?
Yes.
So we have to go through a digital darkroom.
Okay.
So these are all raw images we shoot. We have to transition the images into like a digital darkroom. That's where we do the color correction. That's where we would go into furthermore editing based on what we're trying to achieve. The key for model portfolio is the model has to look very close to the way they normally naturally are.
Okay.
So
there's not a lot of airbrushing and stuff these days?
we don't want to do that
don't wanna do
because I don't
that.
want to change your look.
Right.
That's just falsifying your look, and that's not going to get you in a good spot.
And that's not what you're going to be like selling yourself with that portfolio or those pictures, and then people are
Correct.
going to be like, wait, you don't look like that.
Exactly.
I think
yeah.
Jay has done a lot of research and she has a lot of questions.
Yes,
I think
I
you
do.
better come closer to Vikrant and ask him whatever you want
Yes,
about
yes.
this, and isko bhi model bana do yaar.
Sure.
Yes, please, mera photo shoot kar do so I can possibly do something.
Absolutely. I
Cindy
mean,
Crawford style.
so nahi,
Like, no, she's
bilkul,
not Cindy Crawford, not yet.
I mean, Janhavi, I see you guys. I've seen the show. You are, phenomenal in the show itself.
Thank you.
I think we have to, like I said, we have to plan it. And
Okay.
the key is that based on what you want to achieve, we'll sit down and go over the things
Okay.
and plan the shoot accordingly.
So maybe I can get some tips from your models.
Yeah,
On how
yeah.
to walk
So
or
good
how
thing
to,
is, we have our models here, our the agents here as well, so
Let's
they can
talk
give
to
you
So let's
even
meet
more.
with them.
Yeah.
Can we meet them?
Yeah, absolutely. They'll
Yeah.
give you more insight in the business from their perspective.
So let's meet start with the model coordinator and
Sure.
the agency, so we can ask
Absolutely.
some
Some
questions.
makeup
Some
artists.
makeup. Sure, we'll
Yeah.
do
Should
we
that.
go there?
Whatever you say.
So here's our lovely, agents and our models.
Namaskar. Namaskar. Hello.
Good to meet you.
Yeah, good to
Oh,
meet
and
you.
thank you for holding on to my jacket.
Absolutely.
Great. It's a pleasure meeting you all. Hi. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you. Janhavi had a question for her. And,
Yes. How important is it to prepare the night before the shoot, and what do you guys do?
It's pretty important to prepare. I usually make sure that I am ready to have a full night's sleep beforehand, so I'm not tired and I don't have dark circles under my eyes. But before I go to sleep, I make sure that I have my model bag ready with a couple pairs of heels, nude underwear, any extra makeup or hair accessories I might need, and then a couple outfits just in case.
And how difficult is it to maintain this lifestyle of a model? Like, can I have like pizza tonight? I feel like eating pizza tonight.
Pizza, why? I don't know how to
All
cook and
day
she
I'm
wants a
just doing
pizza.
Pizza today.
I can make a chapati pizza, like a Indian bread.
Yeah.
I can make that
that's so
pizza.
good.
Yeah.
So how strict are you guys with your diet?
I mean, honestly, I love carbs. I'm not going to lie, but I think it's best to eat everything in moderation. You shouldn't be consuming
Moderation.
carbs. Yeah, moderation. Yes, definitely. Because when you tend to neglect certain foods, then you go on this big purge. So what I've learned to just do is just to eat everything in moderation. And before a photo shoot, I tend to just eat like a granola bar, something light, so that I'm not as bloated. So that's really important. But definitely make sure you eat, because if not, you will end up cranky. You do not want a cranky model on set.
No, absolutely not.
Now, how important is the training part to become a model?
I would say it's pretty important. I try to study different poses and look at different examples. Like, for example, we have here the study of pose. I have that book in my bookshelf, and I've marked off the pages of poses that I myself want to do. And I look on the internet and on Instagram, there's so many other models, and I will bookmark the poses that I would like to do myself.
And I want to know, like, what are your major, gigs you have done till date?
I mean, for me, I've only probably been pursuing this for 2 years full time because I did graduate from college, so that was my main focus at the time. But most recently, I did book my first ever hand model job, which was super easy, not stressful, because you don't have to worry about your body or your face. You just have to worry about just having a nice, pretty manicure. So that was really easy for me.
You know, I really like your style that you have live going on. You know,
Hi guys.
Hi, and the whole world can watch. Oh, balle, 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 oh, balle, balle. And you said there are a lot of Indian friends you have who follow you.
Yes, I do.
So how many followers you have?
So I just started this app a month ago, so I have about 400 so far. But yes, a lot of my fans.
401.
Oh, thank you.
And 2. 402 now.
Cynthia, like, you know, she has, she's the owner, manager of, you know, Hilton Model and Talent Agency, right?
Yes.
You know, look at her beautiful smile. And so you would introduce her, your, you know,
Yes, so-
another partner, please.
Yes, this is Danielle. She is my operations manager. She helps me on a day-to-day basis regarding research or on the creative side, such as mood boards, helping put together outfits. She helps with making sure communication is at its top performance regarding emails or with clients calling, texting, making sure everything is up to date. We share a calendar together so we know exactly where we are, wherever we are, and whether it's a different state or a different town.
So how do you get a modeling gig? Do you have to register?
Now she's interested to get a gig, and now she wants to ask that question. How can she get a gig?
They mean business because they're the ones that stopped us from meeting Vikrant earlier.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I think it's very, very difficult for somebody like
Jay.
Jay to, you know, because you have to be trained, you have to be ready. You think you are ready, but you are not ready. And finding out from them, I think you have to follow a daily regime, you know, what you eat and exercise and work out.
She said I can have carbs.
Not every
That's
day.
her.
I'm having my pizza tonight.
Not every day, but you know.
So tell us how your agency, how you manage talent, and how can people get engaged, and how can they connect with you?
Sure. So we just started the agency this year, right before COVID happened. So
Oh no.
February of this year, 2020. It had been my aspiration to start this agency for about 8 years, and I have had previous experience with makeup, with clothing, with sales, customer service, in dermatology as well. So I kind of put all of my strengths together and started this agency. I would say definitely it's really important to make personal connections within the entertainment, within the artistic modeling world. Reaching out to individuals, introducing yourself is really key. Also, when I brought on Danielle, that was really great because we can go ahead and brainstorm, create new ideas together, plan and organize different shoots. Basically, we do have some key components as far as how and when to bring models on. Right now, we currently manage 23 models. We do have a
Do you have room for 24?
Absolutely.
We are still growing.
She's the
as
operations person.
We have
we are definitely still growing. We definitely have a lot of work to do. We have done a lot of work, especially during quarantine. We basically had to sit down and organize the entire business from the ground up.
You know, if she wants to become a model and sign up with you guys, what all she has to do?
I do recommend that you have somewhat professional photos taken.
Vikrant?
of you. Yes.
Vikrant, so we are at the right place at the right time.
perfectly.
If I may ask, what is the cost of a portfolio? You know, because she's going to be paying money.
I'm paying for your portfolio too?
There you go. So, I mean, it can vary because depending on what
Depends on what
level of modeling you are
Right, right.
and, you know, what is really required, it can vary from, you know, cost itself.
Very nice. Thank you so much for giving us so much information. And you know, one of the things, Vikrant, I want to do is I want to learn some good makeup tips. Is your makeup artist here?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
can invite
have,
him, yeah.
you know, an amazing makeup artist,
Okay.
you know, on set today.
You think
So I'm
maybe
going
you
to
can
introduce
touch
you
me
to him.
up a little bit?
Yeah,
See
sure,
it?
sure.
Absolutely,
Let's
yeah.
go?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Come on.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thank
It was a
you.
pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
Good luck. Good luck. Thank you.
So, Koji, this is Marc.
Hi, how you doing?
He's a
Great.
celebrity.
Pleasure meeting you, sir.
Hi, nice
Pleasure.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
He's a celebrity makeup artist.
Okay.
You know, we have on set today. So,
Yes.
you know,
I love his outfit. He's looking amazing.
you.
You know, he looks like he's a big star. You know, so he has been working with a lot of famous personalities.
Yes, he has.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Wow, so you actually make these people look so nice. I
Yes.
was looking at his pictures too. Wow, some of the makeup is amazing.
Thank you.
You know,
I
my
really
question to
appreciate
you
it.
is that, you know, how important makeup is for any model or any actor?
It's the heart of the project. It just blends everything in together. It gets the picture good. It's definitely needed in a situation like a
What do
photo
you
shoot.
think about this young lady, her face?
Gorgeous.
Yeah, well, you know, I never put a lot of makeup on, but can you make my jawline look any better?
Absolutely. Come have a seat.
Yeah, right now?
Oh,
Yeah.
sure. Wow. Look, it
All
is
right.
your day.
Wow, now I feel like a
Look
real
at that. Look
celebrity.
at that. The star is born. Look.
Nice and chiseled and thin.
Yeah. She's already smiling and sizzling, getting ready.
Voila.
Voila.
Easy as 1, 2, 3. There we go.
Marquee. Wow.
Look at that touch. See that?
Okay.
All right. I feel like a real model.
Supermodel.
Supermodel.
Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. The next thing I want to do is like my eyes someday.
yeah.
I know that takes a long time though.
She'll be walking the
So-
ramp in the Philadelphia, what is the fashion week?
Philadelphia
Yes,
Zoo.
fashion week.
I thought you were going to say the Philadelphia Zoo.
Amazing.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Marquis.
Thank you, guys.
It was
Thank you
great
so much.
meeting
It was
you.
so much fun.
Yes,
A
thank
pleasure.
you so much. I'm getting late.
अभी से स्टार बन गई हो तुम, जल्दी आने की जल्दी, जाने की जल्दी, घोड़े पे सवार रहती हो.
मुझे तैयार होना है, कहीं जाना है बाबा. Can you say
Okay,
bye to him?
bye to Vikrant. Thank you so much, yaar. Thank you for everything. It's such a great pleasure.
absolutely. Pleasure was mine. Thanks for coming in. It was so good.
You're welcome. It's really nice meeting you, Vikrant, and your gorgeous studio. So, guys, he's the man for pictures, for photography, learning how to be a model. I'm definitely going to be one. Yes?
Yeah.
We want to thank all the listeners, all the viewers of IndusTV, and wherever you are, thank you so much. Take care and be safe.
Bye.
Bye.